This one's been a long time coming. Finally, we are at the Nui showcase. I did this really backwards, I'm not gonna lie. I showed off the newest unit last instead of the newest unit first. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't get her. I wasn't lucky enough. I didn't do too many summons on the banner, but I do have you guys. And some of you were lucky enough to actually pull her. And multiple of you guys actually reached out to me, and I really appreciate you guys trying to help with the videos. But pick my man's Caleb Walker. He's been a long time viewer of the channel. And I saw that he got Nui, so I was like, hey man, why not let him show off his Nui? Real quick, as a disclaimer, with all these type of videos where I'm using someone else's unit, it's not going to be as in-depth as some of the other showcases. So don't be surprised that if this video is a little bit shorter than others, because this is more so just like a glimpse, kind of like a demo to what the unit can really do, since I really can't tell you every single thing about them, since I can't use the unit for extended periods of time due to the fact that I don't want to waste the other person's time. But either way though, I hope to at least be able to show off Nui, maybe run her up against a few different quests to see how she's doing in like different types of comps and different types of teams. But either way though, let's get into it. And here she is. Dang, she got a lot of attack, almost 5k, sheesh. But here she is in all of her glory, all 5-star slots on this bad girl. And if you guys don't know, not only does this girl have one of the worst arts in the game, but her kit is actually pretty freaking unique, I think. I mean, to me it seems unique, but to some people it's like, oh, it's boring. But to me it seems pretty unique. Nui's actually like a damage dealer, sub-attacker hybrid. She has a few abilities that can help her deal some damage, like Human Killer. Her unique passive, which gives all allies defense equipment CT speed 10% up. Kind of weird. I would really like if this was like all allies equipment CT speed. That would have been insane. As for her actual kit, like what her art, her skill, all that does, her skill is just an arch gen skill, really nice. Her art is actually a ramping, permanent damage increase, dark damage up. That was really weird. I don't know why I explained it like that. And then as for her big thing, her true art, this is kind of where her uniqueness comes into play. She is able to make all allies ignore defense, which is really good. But then not only she's able to make all allies ignore defense, she's also able to increase the art gauge by 100 for the lowest art gauge ally. As for the crest recommendations I would go on this girl, I would say attack up, crit damage if you're going like maybe more nuking. Promise of the Funeral God would also be pretty solid if you want more like just overall damage. And also equipment CT. I think equipment CT would be really great. Skill CT isn't bad either, as you see what Caleb has, because you do give that 30 art gauge on the skill. But I think equipment CT may be a little bit better due to the fact that she does have that 5-star support. So making that 5-star support a little bit faster could help out drastically. As for the equips that you'll wind up using on this girl, there's a few things that you can do. You could either go her true weapon, and this will passively give you skill CT speed and all stats up, which I think is really great for Nui. And also the skill on the true weapon is really great. It's like 50% damage and 50% damage against giant bosses, which is really good since it's 100% damage increase. As for the other 5-star magic, you could either go something like Alma's Hat, you could go something like Dark Zeorg's true weapon, or any other archgen item if you're doing more sustain. If you're going more nuking, of course, you know, anything that's buffing up your damage, of course. It's just like the general rule of thumb for that. Anything that's going to be getting you the big deeps would be really great. As for the 5-star support, it's really depends on like what you're doing. Sustain comps, any type of good AoE archgen item like Silent Treasure, Goku Uniform, Nalim's Clothes, anything like that would be great. If you don't have the AoE archgen items, then something like Lesser Demon Heart would also be good if you're a little bit newer to the game. Or if you are nuking, of course, something like Type 0 would be really good, or anything else that's going to give you some art gauge and maybe some damage up if you, of course, are nuking. Or you could run something like True EX Gate if you're auto nuking with her. So hopefully you guys can see this pretty well, but here is all of Nui's animations. And apparently, I think the art doesn't show in the compendium because it's a counter attack, so you'd probably just be blank, but we'll probably be able to see it in game. I'll see if I can get it to go off. As you see here, this is her attack skill, and I've heard from a lot of people this girl looks really jank, and apparently this is like her specialty. She like moves really weird because I think she's a robot of some kind, an AI, a clone, something like that. I forgot the exact thing, but as you see here with the art, there's another section of that is the counter attack, but you don't see that. That looks really nice though, the multiple people, and then this is the true art, and I have seen this before. I have on JP, and I'm gonna be honest with you, you know, that true art is just kind of like, I don't know, I feel like it could be a little bit more to it. I don't know what that's referencing because I never saw the show, but yeah, as you see here, like it's just like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. But also Caleb said that there's a unique animation, I think on the true art or something, that you don't see in the compendium, which I think you'll show, or yeah, he shows it off right here, which if you can see, I think she jumps like below the boss as well. Like if you look in the bottom left, yeah, you see like she pops up, and I don't know what that is. Like, oh, I know what it is. Oh my goodness. Oh my, that's actually cool. It's a visual indication to show you who gets the 100 art gauge, because watch, Chloe's gonna get it. See, look, she's literally zapping Chloe. That is cool. What? So Chloe's gonna have the 100 art gauge up right here. Let me see if it actually, yeah, see that? Look, Chloe actually had it at the very end. As you see there, 100 art gauge. So that's what that animation is. What? That's the first time they ever done something like that in Grand Summoners. I don't think they have done a unique animation like that where they specifically show you a visual indication of what's happening. Like, why don't more units do that? Well, actually, I guess Nui's the only one that does this, but that's really cool. It's actually really sick that that happens. You know, with that animation alone being unique like that, I'm gonna give Nui like a 9.5 out of 10. Her other animations are lackluster, but just like that little touch at the end, that little attention to detail, you know, giving that visual clarity in a very creative way, that's cool. And also, this is her idol animation. It looks really weird, but apparently she does this a lot in the show from what a lot of people told me. Like, if you watch it, it looks so weird. Here we go into the actual fight. We're going to be doing the Specialty X Hyper against the Mutant here. We actually are using a team that is consisting specifically of just buffing up, buffing up Miranda. Goodness. Buffing up the girl, Nui, as much as possible. I just want to see like what her damage is in like a sustained type of fight and everything. And plus, you know, with Miranda, she's going to be able to ramp up the magic damage. And I want to see how well it is if you use Nui as the main damage dealer more so than anything else. Also, one thing that's weird about this that I noticed is that does barriers not work? Or wait, does Miranda taunt? Miranda does taunt, right? She is a taunt tank. Am I dumb? Maybe the boss is just like completely annihilating Miranda's like barrier before she even gets a chance of doing anything. Oh, you saw it right there. She gave the 100 arts to Haruto. Yeah, I literally just saw it. Oh, that's sick. Also, I just now noticed something with Miranda. Is Miranda's taunt different than like Thetis's and Gerald's? Because I realized that with hers, it says covers all allies, but it doesn't say like redirect damage. So is she not really a taunt tank? Or is she? I'm gonna have to look at the wording again on like all the characters to see like what the deal is, because I don't know why Miranda isn't being able to tank. Also, this boss is getting annihilated. Jeez, I didn't even notice like the damage that we're dealing at the moment. If we use the lowest art gauge, right? If we go into the same thing, we're gonna pop all this and we're gonna try to get Nui back her true art. If you have her true art, she'll instantly give it to, let's see who has the lowest in this situation. It will be, I guess, Mako, or it might be either Mako or Haruto. Actually, no way. I could kind of manipulate this to an extent because I could go this, and then I could use Nui's true art here. And then, well, if she's not stunned forever, okay, there we go. And then she should give it to Mako or Haruto. Yeah, she's gonna give it to Mako. Oh no, she gave it to Haruto. Okay, never mind then. As you see there, boom, the end of the damage. That's cool. I like this unit. This is sick. Also, I gotta check the wording on the other taunt tanks. I didn't know Miranda's taunting may be different. Nui with the 4.7 million, Miranda dealing the other damage. So Gerald's takes all damage towards all allies instead and negates own damage, but Miranda only covers all allies. Yeah, see, it's cover all allies and negate damage. So we may actually have this wrong because I was always under the assumption she took all damage like Thetis, but she doesn't? I've been lied to this whole time. Wait, so does she? I don't know. You guys got to tell me down below in the comment section if this is worded wrong and she actually does take all damage, or if there's something else going on here. Because, yeah, this is worded completely different than the others. Either way, though, fam, we're going to have to try another day on using Nui in some nuke compositions, because I already took up a lot of time recording just this segment of the video, so I don't want to waste Caleb's time any more than I have to. But either way, Nui, looking cool. I think that she's probably, do I want to say the second best? I would say, yeah, she's probably the second best unit from the crossover. Tell me what you guys think about her down below in the comment section. Have you guys got lucky enough to get her? You know, what are your thoughts? Let me know down below in the comment section. Either way, though, fam, that's going to be the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video, I highly recommend you check out either one of the videos popping up on your screen. We've done showcases for all the Kill la Kill units, so make sure you check them out if you haven't already. And oh yeah, before you leave, don't forget to drink water.